Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Colby. I drive a 2022 Audi Q3, and recently I've been having an issue where there's a real loud rattle in the passenger side door on the front. And initially I thought it was glass. It kind of sounds like the window is rattling around in there, and I thought it was loose maybe. But turns out the fuel line runs from kind of the back passenger tire up towards the engine, and has a tendency to get real loose. It kind of sits inside part of the chassis and is not secured very well. It can get real loose in there, and if you can get up under there and kind of get up into that part of the chassis, there's little holes kind of throughout it, and if you can kind of secure it with either foam or a towel or something I've seen people do, you can definitely fix the problem. So I'm going to kind of show you what I did to get in there and to get it fixed, and hopefully this will help you too. So I'm gonna kind of try to show you here, once you get up underneath of it, just to give you a reference where I am here. Here's the back passenger tire. Just got it propped up on some ramps here. But right close to the tire, you can see I'm just real close to it, kind of where these two panels come together. There's a few screws that you gotta take out. Be one here, one over there, and then actually down towards the front tire, kind of where my foot's pointing, right down in there, there's two more. There's gonna be 4 total. And that's just going to be a little T20 screwdriver bit, nothing crazy to get that off. And then once you get those 4 screws out, these little indentions that you see all the way down through there, I want to say there's 6 or 8 total. You can see it's just a little socket, and that's a 3/8 socket, but I did have to use a little extension just because it's kind of deep. They don't actually come off completely, you just screw them. They're kind of secured in there by these little clips. But if you get them loose enough, and like I said, get all those screws out, you can just kind of give it a little pull and it will pop loose, kind of like so. The front too, so you can see it kind of comes loose. This side doesn't come all the way out, it's clipped in, it looks like, but the other side does come loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch sides over there and show you what I saw. All right, so I'm back over here on the driver's side, looking back towards that panel on the passenger side that we just took down. And like I said, you can kind of see, I'll try to zoom in there. The fuel line kind of goes down from the tank, elbows in, and then kind of runs the length of that metal chassis that's up underneath that panel. Towards the driver's side, or sorry, the passenger front side door, right there, kind of at the end of that panel is where I really hear it rattling the most. I never really hear it in the back, so I'm not sure, but when I stuck my fingers up in those holes, I don't know if you can see, there's real small holes there. They're now filled with foam, which I'll explain, but the tubing was completely loose, just rattling up against the metal. So all I did was I just went down the length of this metal chassis. Every little hole I just kind of squirted in a little bit of expanding insulating foam, not much. It didn't take much at all, and then let it kind of fill the gap and kind of secure that tube a little better, and then let it dry for about an hour or so. I think it says it cures in about 8 hours, but it was completely hard after about an hour, and just trimmed it up with a pocket knife. And then all I'm gonna do now is go back and kind of re-secure all the bolts with that 3/8 socket and then the T20 screws. And hopefully it'll hold it a little more tight and it won't rattle as bad or at all. So let me know if this helps you guys, and I hope you have a good day.